Lumbini. It was here where the Buddha was born. This place, now known as Rumindei, is located inside Nepal at a distance of about 3 kilometers from the Indian border. The Devdaha Sutta was preached by the Buddha in Lumbini Van, that is Lumbini Grove, where he is said to have spent a night while on his way to Devdaha. Archaeological records from Rumindei show that the construction of stupas in Lumbini itself began during the 3rd century BCE and continued on to the 8th or 9th century of the Common Era. More than 30 stupas have so far been excavated in Lumbini, and all of them, except 2, are votive stupas. Most of these stupas have been either repaired or restored to their original form. Now, various Buddhist organizations from different countries have built stupas and monasteries here, the latest one being the 42 feet tall World Peace Pagoda. To the south of the Ashokan pillar is located the sacred pond in which Queen Maya had taken bath before giving birth to her son. This tank is mentioned by both Faxian and Xuanzang in their travel accounts. The site witnessed the construction of a burnt brick structure that now is known as the Maya Devi temple, which apparently marks the exact spot of the Buddha's birth. This place appears to have grown into a worship place by providing a brick platform and a path for pradakshina, the memorial as early as the 3rd century BCE. To the south of the Maya Devi temple are located remains of the viharas built between the 3rd century BCE and the 6th century of the Common Era. The most important monument of Lumbini is the 9th century nativity sculpture of the Buddha depicting the image of Maya taking sport during the time of birth of her child with Prajapati, sister of Maya Devi and stepmother of Lord Buddha, sporting Maya in the delivery while 2 celestial figures are receiving the newly born baby standing upright on a lotus pedestal. The Ashokan pillar, known as the Rumindei pillar of Ashoka, is the most authentic historic document relating to Lumbini. The inscription mentions that Ashoka came on pilgrimage because, to quote from the inscription, the Shakyamuni Buddha was born here. This proves that the practice of pilgrimage had become widely popular among the followers of the Buddha by Ashoka's time and had already existed for quite some time. This inscription also shows that devotion to the Buddha had reached a stage of growth and zeal capable of motivating people to undertake religious journeys which were not only grueling and long but were also full of hazards. Above all, the importance of this inscription lies in the fact that the tradition by Ashoka's time had already fixed the localization of the birth of the Buddha at Lumbini and not at Kapilavastu, where most probably it should have taken place. Bodh Gaya. Bodh Gaya, the place of the Buddha's enlightenment, that is Bodhi, is considered as the most hallowed place on earth by the Buddhists. It is located near the ancient village of Uruvela, modern Urel, on the banks of the river Leelajan or Phaggu, anciently called Nilanjana, in the Gaya district of Bihar. King Ashok visited the place in about 256 BCE and was perhaps the first person to build an open-air temple here whose portrayal has been found in the bas-relief discovered at Bharhut Stupa. Sri Lankans may have played some role in the building of the towered brick Mahabodhi temple that appears to have been constructed during the Gupta period over the remains of the Ashoka temple. In the last quarter of the 19th century, the temple was completely refurbished and a new sapling of the Mahabodhi tree was planted. The Vajra Asan, that is the diamond throne, made of red sandstone, is the seat of the Buddha's enlightenment and was built by Ashoka. The temple was declared UNESCO's World Heritage Site in 2002. Sarnath. Sarnath, situated on the outskirts of Varanasi, is the spot where the Buddha delivered his first sermon and set the wheel of his dharma rolling. Consisting of an extensive group of Buddhist ruins, this place was a deer park that was sacred and a resort of ascetics since pre-Buddhist period. The word Sarnath is a contraction of Saranganath, Lord of the Deer. Several other incidents connected with the Buddha, besides the preaching of the first sermon, are mentioned as having taken place here. The seeds of the Buddhist orders, that is Sangha, were sown here after the conversion of Yas and his followers. Apart from the first discourse, the Dhammachakkapavattan Sutta, several other suttas such as the Panch Sutta, Rathkar or Pachetan Sutta, the two Pasa Suttas, the Samaya Sutta, the Katveya Sutta and the Dhammadinna Sutta were also preached by the Buddha here. King Ashoka visited Sarnath in about 249 BCE and erected several monuments to mark his pilgrimage, notably the Dhamek, contraction of Dhammachakka Stoop, and the Ashokan pillar surmounted by the famous lion capital, which is now the crest of India. During the Gupta period, that is 4th to 6th century of the Common Era, the Dhamek Stoop was encased with carved stones. The Mool Gandh Kuti main shrine was enlarged, and the famous preaching Buddha image, a gift of King Kumargupta, is an ancient stoop which commemorates the spot where the Buddha met the Panchvargiya bhikkhus and later enhanced by the addition of an octagonal tower constructed to commemorate the visit of Mughal king Humayun to Sarnath in 1588. The ruins of the Dharmarajik Stoop are a short distance north of the Dhamek Stoop and consist of a circular base of what remained after the looting of its bricks for construction work in the region. The Mool Gandh Kuti, located to the north of the Dhamek Stoop, is a place where the Buddha is said to have spent his first rainy season. The Ashokan pillar is situated to the west of the Mool Gandh Kuti. Its lion capital is now kept in the Sarnath Museum.